Hey everybody, welcome back. In this video we're going to be looking at some more advanced CSS color constructs that we can use. So far we've just been using color names like gray, white, red, blue, light gray, dark gray. We actually have a whole list here of all the different colors that we can use. Alice blue, azure, crimson, but we don't want to have to memorize all these names and the colors that they go with, because that would be a lot of memory work. Instead, we can actually use these things here. They're called RGB Hex Values. And they look like this. We can use them in place of any of the colors that we've used before. They start with a number sign, and then we have two hexadecimal numbers two place values of a hexadecimal number representing how much red light to use, 2 representing how much green light to use, and 2 representing how much blue light to use. And that's RGB right there. If you're not familiar with the system, hexadecimal numbers range from 0, 1, 2, 3 all the way up to D, E, F. So we use some letters as numbers. So our maximum value we can put for one color, so the most amount of light we can put through, is FF, which equals 255 in decimal. Since this is light mixing that this represents, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, empty of all colors, come over here, take a look, that's black. And full of all colors is white. By the way, the case of the letters here doesn't matter. So I just use all capitals here, but I often like to use lowercase letters, and it works just the same. Now, if we just do the same value for all the colors, like, we're only going to get shades of white through black and shades of gray. So we're going to mix and match some of the place values here. We can do like full red, no green, full blue, and we get a nice magenta color. Or if we say, no, we're going to do full green and no blue, we get yellow. This is light mixing, so a chart like this could come in handy. Full green and full blue is going to give you cyan, red and green is yellow, and blue and red is magenta. And all of them mixed together is white. And of course you get all the colors in between. So all of these colors over here are also shown in hexadecimal here. So let's say we want gold. That's FFD700. Copy that over to here, save and refresh, and that's gold, which is equivalent to GOLD. Same color. However, this is much more versatile. So say we wanted a little bit of blue in there, maybe like 3, 3. Doesn't change too much. Maybe 7, 7. There, you can kind of tell now. But this gives us a lot more tweaking capacity than just gold. Alright. You can actually do a shorthand. You don't have to use all 6 places like that. You can just use 3. And then, like, number sign 0, 0, 0 is equivalent to number sign 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. So this is black as much as that is black, and that is white just as much as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is white. And then we have things in between, such as 3, 4, 5 equals 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Take a look at that. Interesting color. Alright. If you're not comfortable with hexadecimal, luckily for you, there's an option to use just decimal numbers. In this construct, RGB, then some parentheses, And then in here you put decimal numbers, such as, and all the way up to 255, which is like FF 255. Here we don't use hexadecimal, it's 255, then say maybe 0 and 128, and we get kind of a pinkish. Or we can do like 35, a little bit darker, 135, like a peach. And you can play around with this, get familiar with it. And there you go. There's your introduction to some more advanced CSS colors. I'll provide a link to this page in the descriptions. I'm Jacob. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And have a good one.